Hi guys, welcome back. It's Marley, and so today I'm going to be doing my July wrap-up video. So these are all the books that I have read during July. There's a total of 6 books, and for me that's pretty big. Okay, I'm getting into reading again, getting back on that train, if you know what I mean. Because I haven't been reading for pleasure very much for the past year and a half, I would say, because of school. Just been reading French books and school books. So yeah, here we go. So I have read a lot of contemporary novels this past month, and you will see that a lot of the books that I've read this month were in my previous video. So I'm going to start with the 2 books that are not contemporary, and the first book is White Hot Kiss by Jennifer L. Armentrout. This book, I really liked it. I saw a Book Utopia. So Sasha, I saw her rave about this book or talk about this book, and she absolutely loves this author, and a lot of YouTubers love this author. So I thought that I would give it a try with this book. I was sort of iffy at first because the cover is just horrendous, and the title doesn't really go with the back of the book, if you know what I mean. You would think that it's a complete romance novel, but it's complete fantasy because there are gargoyles and demons, and it's a really good book. I love the writing style, I love the characters. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but I really did enjoy reading this book this month. This is the last book that I actually read, and I can't wait for the second book in the series, which is coming out, I think, November 2014. Basically, very quick synopsis, it's about this girl called Layla, and she's part warden, which means she's part gargoyle and part demon, but she lives with the wardens, and so the wardens, which are the gargoyle, their job is to hunt other demons, and then she meets a demon boy called Roth. There is a love triangle. I thought it was a really good read. I was not expecting that at all, and I would definitely rate it like a 4.5 or a 4.75 because it was really that good. I just think that they should really change this cover. So the next book that I decided to read is Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs. I really did enjoy this book. I really liked the concept of it. I really loved the incorporation of the different old pictures. It was a really good sort of, would you say fantasy? Good fantasy book, the little bit of history. I'm going to pick up the second book. And I just heard that this book has been picked up for a movie in 2015 by Tim Burton, which is just amazing. I can't wait for that movie, so should seriously read this first. It's about this boy who grew up listening to his grandfather's stories, and his grandfather used to tell him about the time where he ran away from Poland, I think, and went to an island off the coast of Wales during the Second World War. And he would tell, so the grandfather would tell his grandson about the different stories of all of the children who lived in that house on the coast of Wales, and all of them had different magical powers. And so the boy didn't believe him, but then at the beginning of the book, the grandfather dies. So basically, after the grandfather dies, the boy, whose name is Jacob, goes on an adventure and tries to discover the secrets of his grandfather, basically. It's a really nice book, and yeah, I really love this cover. And so this book has so many images, really creepy images, that actually one night when I was reading this, I put the book down and I was like, why did I choose to read this book? Because just the creepy image, ugh. But yeah, really good book. So now into contemporaries, and I think all of these books that I'm about to show you were in my previous video, but you know, these are the books that I read this month. So the first contemporary that I read was We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. I really did like this book. Now that I have sort of digested it a little bit more, I was expecting a lot, but it was still really good. I really liked the ending. I can't say much because I was told, okay, go into this book without knowing anything, and I completely did, and it's basically the best for this book. You should not know anything. It's actually a really good book, and I really did enjoy it. I know that you have probably heard a lot about this specific book, but yeah, this is another book that I really did enjoy this month. I definitely give it like a 4 out of 5 stars. The next two books I've already talked about once again are Anna and the French Kiss and Lola and the Boy Next Door. I'm not going to go into too much detail. These books I really did enjoy because they're nice fluffy reads. It really got me into reading again. Obviously it's not for everyone. The characters, I would like to say, are not incredibly well developed, but they're still just so adorable. It's a very quick romance, easy read. This one's set in Paris, this one's set in San Francisco, and they sort of intertwine, and the third book in the series, I guess we could call it, is Isla and Happily Ever After, which is coming out this next month, so in August. Yeah, I really did like these books, honestly. I would give them a 4 out of 5 stars because, you know, they're really fluffy, girly, cliche novels, but they were so enjoyable. It was really nice to read them really quick. Yeah, so these are the other books that I read this month. Sorry, I didn't say the author, by Stephanie Perkins. Stephanie Perkins novels. The next book that I read this month was This Is What Happy Looks Like by Jennifer E. Smith. I remember looking at the opinions or reviews of this book, and they weren't as positive as I would have thought. Obviously, this is a romance contemporary novel. It's pretty fluffy, just like the Stephanie Perkins books, but it's a very enjoyable read. It's completely, for me, it symbolizes summer. It's just one of those really nice books. So basically it's about this girl who lives in Maine. She's very girl next door. She lives just with her mom, and they're not the richest family out there, and she starts sending emails to this boy. They don't know each other's identity, and he comes and visits her in Maine one summer. I can't say too much because I don't want to, like, that's basically what the back of the book says. The boy himself is a very special boy, pretty famous, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I really did like this book. It was a little bit, you know, love at first sight, but I would like to say most most fluffy contemporary novels are a bit like that. But I really, really enjoyed this book. And the end was really bittersweet, and I liked that about this book. I gave this probably a 4 out of 5. I'm staying really positive. There are no books that I didn't like this month. I did say that I read 6 books, but I read 6.5. I'm going to be showing you this book. Once again, I showed it in my other video, and that is My Life Next Door by Huntley Fitzpatrick. I couldn't finish this book. I really didn't enjoy it that much. It was, once again, a contemporary romance set in the summer where, you know, a girl and a boy next door, and they sort of fall in love. I felt it kind of slow, and there are really positive ratings about this book on Goodreads, and I know that Ariel Bissett loves this book, and I think Christine also talked about it, and she really liked it. I didn't like it so much because I thought that I didn't really like the characters, and I don't know why. I probably have to finish this book to actually have a correct opinion on it, but for now I found it really slow. I found it kind of cliche, even though a lot of the contemporary romances are very cliche. I found that the romance between the two characters went a little bit too quickly. You know how in a lot of contemporary novels the romance sort of happens near the end of the book? This happened like in the first 70 pages, and I know that a lot of people like that, so that throughout the book you could see the romance sort of develop, but I didn't really like it that much. I'm going to try and finish it, or I'm going to put it down for now, because I put it down this month, and I maybe finish it in August, maybe not. But yeah, so this is the last book that I read. I read half of it. These are the 6 books that I read this month, and I hope you enjoyed my video, and I will see you next time. Bye!